Owning your own private island? It seems too good to be true, right? Well, it turns out buying your very own tropical getaway doesn't have to cost any more than a 2-bedroom home in New Jersey. So let me show you some amazing islands that you can actually afford. Now, Finland is probably one place where most people don't go looking for private islands. But what if I told you you could get not one, but 2 private islands for less than a home in New Jersey? Don't believe me? Well, this is actually a 2-for-1 deal. Here you can get both Stora and the Lilla Karskar Islands, which combined gives you a total of 11 acres of beautiful Scandinavian forest, coastline, and of course, plenty of Finland's famous lingonberries. The cost for these 2 islands? Well, it's just $385,000. Now, beside the stunning beauty of the place, with these 2 islands as a package, you get the option of having 2 very different experiences. You see, Lilla Karskar is completely undeveloped. Think of it as a blank slate for you to do what you want with. On the other hand, Stora Karskar already has 2 wooden cottages that can comfortably fit up to 8 guests. What's that, I hear you say? You've got more than 8 friends? Well, luckily there's room to build at least 2 other cottages. But listen, I completely get it. If you prefer New Jersey to your very own private islands, plural, then maybe I can tempt you with this interesting little 2-bedroom house that's painted one of the strangest colours of blue I've ever seen. Oh, and I should probably mention it costs $4,000 more than the Lilla and Stora Karskar Islands. Now, speaking of colours, you need to see Sunset Island, where, you guessed it, the sunsets are absolutely spectacular. Want to know what else is spectacular? The price. On sale for just $350,000, the island itself is located off the east coast of Belize and is conveniently just a 5-minute boat ride away from San Pedro town. Now, San Pedro town is a tourist-friendly destination that gives off a vibe that is pure island living. There you'll find shops, great seafood restaurants, and plenty of opportunity to wander around and explore, or even hop on a golf cart and explore. And when you're ready to leave San Pedro town back to your own personal sunset getaway, you'll be going back to solitude and tranquility. Not bad, right? Now, the size of the island is about 1/4 of an acre, which is smaller than some of the islands I'm about to show you. But don't let that worry you, because on Sunset Island, there's plenty of opportunity to build yourself a dream home set in a spectacular garden. Well, when I say garden, I actually mean nature, because the lush vegetation here is out of this world. With names like Gumbo Lumbo, the bearded fig, and wild sapodilla fruit, it's like living in a landscape designed by Dr. Seuss. Plus, if you're a bird lover, you're in luck. The trees here are home to all kinds of amazing birds. Just grab a pair of binoculars or lay back in your hammock and listen to the of all of your colourful friends. But wait, what can you buy in New Jersey for the same price? Well, for $350,000, you can purchase this little colonial-style home. Is it just me, or does the truck look almost as large as the house itself? I've got to say, the photos of the inside don't make me feel any less claustrophobic. So how about we move on to something with a little bit more space? Like, I don't know, Gillis Island perhaps? On sale for just $110,000, Gillis Island is located in the Gulf of Lawrence, which is part of the Prince Edward Island in Canada. So basically, Gillis is an island within an island. But listen to this, right on the Panama River, Gillis Island boasts 11 acres of undisturbed Canadian forest, just waiting for you to make your own. Now, just a tip, you'll definitely want to bring a boat to this island. I mean, without a boat, how else are you going to take advantage of all of these amazing canoeing and kayaking opportunities? With your boat, you'll be able to float down to some of the finest golf courses, spend an afternoon downtown in Charlottetown, or simply camp out at the bank of the river. But wait, I know what you're thinking. 11 acres for just over $100,000, and it's never been touched? Come on, there's got to be something wrong with it, right? Well, first off, let me just point out that this isn't a tropical escape, but it does offer 200 feet of sandy shoreline. With that being said, if you're superstitious, then this might not be the best island for you. Why is that? Well, the island was initially inhabited by the French back in the 1700s, and local rumours have it that some of their ghosts are still wandering the island today. But hey, if you don't believe in ghosts, then the $110,000 price tag represents amazing value for money. I mean, compare Gillis Island to this house on sale in New Jersey for $9,000 more. And yeah, the only polite thing you can say about this house is it's a diamond in the rough. Very rough. I think you'll agree Gillis Island is probably a better deal. But look, I get it. Canada's Atlantic coast isn't exactly everyone's idea of paradise. It's cold. And if you're gonna buy a private island, you probably want a good tan to go with it, don't you? Don't worry, I've got you. Take a look at this private island that's sure to have some warmer weather. La Cornelia Island in Nicaragua is being listed for sale for just $90,000. Here, instead of Canadian forest, you'll have lush mango and palm trees. I mean, does it get any better than lazing around on your hammock, biting into some fresh tropical fruit plucked from your own island? And while the island is underdeveloped, it does have electricity. That gives you a starting point if you ever want to turn this into a fully fledged resort. La Cornelia Island might only be an acre in size, but for just $90,000, it gets you a lot more than you'd get in New Jersey. Take, for example, this 3-bedroom row house in Camden, being sold as is. There's just one little catch. There's someone else living in it. Still, I'm sure as soon as you issue the eviction notice, you'll be able to move right in. Or how about moving into Isla Leo instead? Now, at $499,000, Isla Leo in Boca del Toro, Panama, is the most expensive but probably also the nicest island on our video. Worth pointing out, the price is negotiable, but I think you'll agree that this island is worth shelling out a little extra for. Boca del Toro is an area of Panama that's full of over 300 little islands, and each one comes with its own unique set of features. On Isla Leo, you get the 2-story main house and a 2-bedroom guest house already built. It also comes with a pool and, for those who want to fly in, its own helipad as well. For a similar price, you could get this 5-bedroom New Jersey home, but there's no photos of the inside. Makes you wonder what it actually looks like. Of course, you won't be getting any ocean views at this location, but if ocean is what you want, let me show you this unnamed 9-acre island near Boca del Toro. The price? Just $150,000. So going back to that topic of the name, after you purchase the island, you can call it whatever you want. Now, I'm not saying you should name it after my YouTube channel, but seeing as I was the one that introduced you to the island, maybe you might like to show your support by hitting that subscribe button. All done? Great, let's carry on. Now, the island itself is of course far more important than just a name. One great feature is its location. This island is just a 30-minute ride by boat from Chiriquí Grande, and also happens to be about the same distance from Boca, where the airport is located. The benefit of that is that means whatever you need, be that materials to build a house, food or shopping, well, none of it is out of reach. And if you're a nature lover, you'll be happy about the scenery here. With the Chiriquí Lagoon right at your doorstep, you'll have easy access to clear blue waters for swimming and boating. But you'll also get to gaze out at the mountains that are visible from the island. And all this for just $150,000. What views would that kind of money get you in New Jersey? Well, you could buy this empty lot in Newark with plenty of views of trash and dirt. Not sold? Maybe you might like No Man's Island instead. Now, in case you think I've been picking on New Jersey all video, let me show you an island you can buy in New Jersey for just $125,000. On sale right now is 19.1 acres of prime New Jersey island living. One of the selling points is the fact that No Man's Island is just minutes away from the popular Jersey Shore. It's also very close to Wildwood, the doo-wop capital of the world. The island is currently undeveloped and actually underwater in some parts, but the listing agents assure you that with the right permits, you'll be able to raise the island and also hopefully develop it. So, after all of that, maybe you might have found your perfect private island in New Jersey after all. If you'd like to see more private islands that are cheaper than a home, then check out this video next.